With Formula One world champion Fernando Alonso on his way to take his third crack at the Indy 500, I thought I would kick things off here with a video about the Triple Crown of Motorsport and why so many people that don't even follow Indy will be excited for the race this year. To get started, let's first explain what the Triple Crown of Motorsport is. While many different motorsport series have official and unofficial Triple Crowns, when it comes to the world of motorsport as a whole, there are two different but very similar accepted definitions. The more common one being winning the Indianapolis 500, winning the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and winning the Monaco Grand Prix. This is mainly because these are seen as the three most prestigious events in motorsports, covering European and American open-wheel racing, as well as endurance racing. The other definition is mainly accepted as it was mainly promoted by the only person to complete the Triple Crown as of this recording, Graham Hill. So essentially just replacing Monaco with the World Drivers' Championship. This definition is also the preferred one of Formula One world champion Jacques Villeneuve, but this is no surprise as by this definition he is only one race short, but he never won at Monaco. When it comes to it, the argument is ultimately trivial, as completing it either way is quite the feat still, seeing as in the 90-plus years that all three races have existed, and the 70 years that the Formula One World Drivers' Championship has existed, only one person has completed the Triple Crown, and does so by either definition, with only 13 other drivers getting two-thirds of the way there, which is especially remarkable when you consider that there were 7 seasons where Monaco and the Indianapolis 500 were part of the Formula One World Drivers' Championship. In fact, no one won both races while they were a part of the WDC. The first person to have 2 qualifying wins actually did so pre-World War II, and therefore pre-Formula One, and that is Tazio Nuvolari of Italy. Starting his career as a motorcycle racer, he joined Alfa Corsa in 1930, and then in 1931 decided to focus solely on auto racing and take a leave from motorcycles. This was the first AIACR European Championship season, which that season consisted of 3 championship races at 10 hours each, as well as a couple dozen non-championship races. His first qualifying win came in 1932, where Tazio won the 4th ever Monaco Grand Prix, finishing 2.8 seconds ahead of his rival in second, after 100 laps around the Principality. He quickly followed that up with a win at the 24 Hours of Le Mans in the number 11 Alfa Romeo the following year. He never made it stateside for the Indy 500, continuing racing until the 1939 Belgrade Grand Prix, which was the final European race before the outbreak of World War II. In the years that followed World War II, many people tried for the Triple Crown, with notable names that got close including Phil Hill, the only American-born Formula One champion, A.J. Voigt, the only person to win the Indy 500, Daytona 500, 24 Hours of Daytona, and the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and legendary driver and designer Bruce McLaren, who won the Monaco Grand Prix in 1962, the same year that Graham Hill won his first World Drivers' Championship. The following year, Graham Hill would win the Monaco Grand Prix, ensuring that he could complete the Triple Crown no matter how you decide to look at it, and Jim Clark won his first World Drivers' Championship, although he had already tried and failed to get the top spot at Le Mans. But that didn't stop him from trying his hand at the Indy 500 as well, where he did win in 1965. The same year, he won his second World Drivers' Championship. The following year, Graham Hill would get one step closer to the Triple Crown, winning the 1966 Indianapolis 500. Johan Rindt got two-thirds of the way there, and Mario Andretti got one part in 1969, but ultimately Graham Hill became the first, and to this day still the only, driver to complete the Triple Crown, with his 1972 win at Le Mans. In the years since, a few more names have been added to the mix, with Emerson Fittipaldi getting 2 of the needed wins in the 70s and 80s, and Jacques Villeneuve getting two-thirds of the way there, coming very close to sealing it with a second-place finish at Le Mans in 2008. That brings us to the 2 active drivers who could still complete the Triple Crown, Juan Pablo Montoya and Fernando Alonso. Juan Pablo has never won a World Drivers' Championship, but he has won the Indy 500, first in 2000 and again in 2015, and he won at Monaco in 2003. He entered the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 2018, finishing 7th overall and 3rd in his class. He did compete in this year's virtual 24 Hours at Le Mans, revealing to motorsport.com that he is eyeing a return to the real race to try and win the Triple Crown, although no solid plans have been announced yet. But his next run would likely be in 2021 or 2022 with one of the new Le Mans Daytona cars, which will be used in both the World Endurance Championship, the championship Le Mans falls under, and the complete WeatherTech Sports Car Championship, where Juan Pablo has raced for about 4 years with Penske. But sooner than that, we have Fernando Alonso, who is taking his 3rd try at the Indy 500 later this month. Having won the World Drivers' Championship in 2005 and 2006, Monaco in 2006 and 2007, and Le Mans in 2018 and 2019, if he can win the Indy 500 with Arrow McLaren Racing SP, he will become only the 2nd person to complete the Triple Crown, and again would qualify no matter how you want to look at what qualifies as the Triple Crown. Millions around the world will be watching to see if Alonso can reach a benchmark that hasn't been reached in almost 50 years. At this point, it is just a matter of time until one or both of these drivers rise to the occasion. With the new rules change falling in Montoya's favor, and Alonso seeming to be committed to racing the Indy 500 until he wins, the next few years could show us some of the best and most historic races and accomplishments we've ever seen. And until another F1 driver jumps to the Indy 500, or the other way around, which honestly is pretty rare, it looks unlikely that anyone else is going to get as close anytime soon.